By now, it's no surprise. You watch a Marvel Studios film trailer, you're like, okay, half of this is probably a lie. Realistically, half. Then you see the film, you're like, okay, half of that was definitely a lie. What happened to all these scenes? Why were you lying to us? What happened? Why'd you do this? Well, we finally actually have an answer, and it's a pretty good one. I think the most infamous and recognizable one is going to be Avengers Infinity War. The scene of all of them running through Wakanda, that was never in there. But we've recently talked about the fact that there was many deleted scenes, such as the smart Professor Hulk that was supposed to appear at the end of Infinity War, but they cut it. Ultimately, a lot of these scenes sometimes are put into the film before the final cut is complete, and then they realize that they just don't work in the narrative they're telling, and they have to remove them. So the Russo brothers actually recently sat down during an interview, were directly finally asked about all the misdirection, the lies, the fake scenes, and they addressed these, and they said they're not lies per se, they're not misdirection, they're not scenes that are shot on set for the sole purpose of misleading you. And they said that that's just kind of how it goes in the course of development. And just so you guys understand, like I said, when you make the first teaser trailer, sometimes you're releasing it a year out. Some of those scenes might not make the final cut. You don't know. There's still reshoots that have to happen. It's a whole complex thing. There's CG has to be added. Sometimes things just don't work. Sometimes entire sequences of films are completely replaced. We saw this with Star Wars Rogue One. So that's just kind of how it goes. And as you get closer to the final cut of the film, some of the stuff you put out there is definitely not stuff that's in the final film. But as they said, they're never going out there trying to deliberately shoot scenes and insert CG into them and finish these scenes almost in an attempt to misdirect people, because that's a waste of resources. So just imagine if there's a giant scene in the next Avengers film of them fighting the main bad guy, and they put in like 3 fake characters. Yeah, that's okay, I get it, but like an example like Age of Ultron, when we first see the scene of them fighting at that chapel, there's few characters missing. In the final trailer, they're all there. That's because the CG on it wasn't done yet. Same with Spider-Man in Civil War. When they released that first teaser and we see that clash, he's not there. He's not there because his suit was still not complete. They still had the raised webbing and everything. They didn't know what the final design was going to look like till just a few months out, till the movie was out. And the toys even reflect this. So that's kind of the thing here. They're not lying on purpose. They're lying because that's the nature of the beast. Sometimes things just don't work out.